Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over the fact that Geoff Keighley is reporting that yet another Steam Game Festival is going to be happening. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll get you guys up to speed. There is a very interesting stat as well with Horizon Zero Dawn, the PC version of the game. I know the PC version is kind of a train wreck right now. Guerrilla is seemingly working diligently on a fix for it, but a very interesting stat. I don't really know how to take it, but I thought I would go over that as well. And Risk of Rain 2 officially hits update 1.8, so that's some good stuff right there. More on that in a little bit. Valve is planning another Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition this fall, running October 7th through the 13th. Another chance to play free previews of upcoming games, Geoff Keighley noted on Twitter. I really like these Steam Game Festivals. I hope that it evolves at some point where we can get a little bit more expansion and even include some higher profile games. I don't know what the overhead is to do something like a demo for a game and how much beneficial it is to the promotion of a game, but I feel like with Resident Evil 2 having a demo, Final Fantasy VII Remake having a demo, those games got I think a lot more buzz because of the demo. I think, a game like Cyberpunk 2077, I might just be going to that well a little bit too many times, but imagine you offered consumers the chance to play that 45-minute demo they showed off a while back, obviously a polished version of it, but imagine you gave them the opportunity to play a demo like that. That would generate a lot of buzz. That maybe would introduce the game to a lot of people that otherwise weren't as interested as, say, I or many of you are. I think that could be a great idea. Again, I don't know what is so beneficial about it. Rather, I don't know how beneficial it would be, but if Final Fantasy VII Remake did it, if Resident Evil 2 did it, and it seemingly did have a positive effect on those games, I don't know why it isn't more of a regular thing in video games, at least from developers that are confident about how their game is going to turn out. Yes, if you're not confident about your game turning out to be great, yeah, maybe you should hide the fact that the game isn't great by not putting out a demo, and then ultimately release the game or do whatever you're going to do. But, games like Cyberpunk 2077, Marvel's Avenger is running a beta, but betas are more common than straight-up game demos. I hope that's something we see more of in the coming years, because I think this is where we're ultimately going to be moving to. Obviously, a lot of those events got shut down this year because of the ongoing pandemic, but in the future, I think it would be more beneficial if you did just incorporate everybody. Everybody watching home, why is it just the people that go to E3 that can play these demos? Yes, I know you have a PR guy there, and they can guide you through and they can tell you XYZ about the game while you're playing it at an event. Even if you have to charge people for it, imagine like a $10 access fee and you get to play all those games and all of the developers and publishers take a cut. I don't know how exactly you would do it, but I feel like there's a market to be made here, and I feel like there's a lot of revenue that could be had. Dude, if you're telling me there's like this Steam event where, let's say it's like $10 to get in, and during that event I can play demos of like a bunch of games, you're telling me that people would not pay money for that? Oh, hell yeah, I'd pay money. Imagine you tell me, okay, we're doing an event and you're going to be able to play demos of Final Fantasy VII Remake, you can play Marvel's Avengers, before everything happened, and there's a beta running right now, you can play XYZ game, all the big games, whatever. I think a lot of people would pay $10, and I think, something like that could be a real big revenue generator. It can promote a game. People would be recording it and then uploading videos of it. I think it could do so much good, but that's just one of my ideas. Hey, if anyone wants to take it, go ahead and take it. I'm not even asking for royalty fees on that, but I think that's something that could be really successful. Nevertheless, Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition will be happening this fall, October 7th to the 13th. All right, moving on from that. Here's a stat about Horizon Zero Dawn that isn't related to its horrible performance. 35% of Horizon Zero Dawn Steam owners already played the game on PlayStation, so that means this is a game that a lot of people are double dipping on. Now, you might be thinking, is 35% a lot? Well, yes, it is. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a little bit higher at like 37%, but that's one that I think is pretty notable. Like Grand Theft Auto 5, I have every single one of my friends has double dipped on that game. That's how crazy it is. Literally every single one of them has double dipped on it. Final Fantasy 15, on the other hand, remember, this had a delayed release on PC as well. You're looking at about 9%, 8 to 9%. Rise of the Tomb Raider, closer to 7.5%. Monster Hunter World, around 6 to 7%. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, less than 5%. And Quantum Break, less than 5%. So that is a significantly high double dip rate for a game like Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think that does show that, yes, Sony can be justified in releasing a game early on PlayStation. People will buy it on PlayStation, and then years later, they will double dip again and then play it on PC and Steam as well. I think that should be a pretty big eye-opener over at Sony headquarters, and they could be like, okay, we could just release these games 3 years after the fact and literally get people to pay a premium price twice. Like, how disgusting does that sound? That sounds pretty disgusting. It sounds pretty beneficial to Sony. Now, obviously, that 35% is skewed a little bit because you have to factor in the fact that back in 2017, maybe not all of those people were gaming on PC, but I think that's a small percentage of that 35%. I think those people just had a PS4 because they like the lineup of exclusives, and now they see it coming to PC. They're like, okay, I enjoyed that game on PS4. I'll play it again, hopefully with better performance. Obviously, that better performance part did not come to fruition, but you guys get the idea and where I'm trying to go. But nonetheless, that's definitely a stat to keep an eye on. Lastly, I do want to note Risk of Rain 2 has gone into its full release. A lot of updates have been rolled out. This game is fantastic. It's also 20% off with its launch discount, so it's down to $16. This will be ending on August 18th, so you got a week to take advantage of that. It's an awesome game, especially awesome if you play with a couple of friends. I remember it was so fire when it originally came out in early access that if you bought a copy of the game, you got like a free one to give to a friend. It was literally insane. You got it for like $10. I believe it was $10 when it first hit early access. I don't remember exactly. Essentially, it was $10 because you split the cost with a friend, but nevertheless, that was awesome. Visuals are great in this one. Obviously, different looking than Risk of Rain 1, but a lot of the gameplay elements are retained, and it's just a great game, and I would highly recommend it. It's got an overwhelmingly positive reception, north of 63,000 user reviews, 96% positive to give you guys an idea. A lot of people playing it right now as well, with 67,000 people in game right now. But that's going to conclude this video. Again, Valve Steam Game Festival Autumn Edition this fall, October 7th to the 13th. 35% of Horizon Zero Dawn Steam owners already played the game on PlayStation. And Risk of Rain 2 is out right now in its full release. I imagine updates will continue to be rolled out, but it is in its definitive release in the sense that it's a 1.0 release. It'll get updates and become better. Definitive is not the right word. But that's going to wrap up this one. If you guys have a request for a future video, comment section where you can put that, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.